Why not Fireball? Asked Van Whitman. You know exactly why, because it uses an expendable resource of which I have plenty. I only have plenty, not infinite, plenty.
I mean, functionally, you do have infinite.
No, absolutely not, because I am going to get to the bottom of Hithloth and then be trapped in Gargoyle Hell World and have just whatever I came with, and if I run out of magic the moment I need it down there, then I'm screwed. I just have to come all the way back and then go all the way back through Hithloth. Whatever I have now, that is everything I bring with me into the Gargoyle Hell World.
You're very confident.
You're stating that I'm very confident about something that's going to be horribly annoying, and
You haven't had any horribly annoying experiences with this game so far.
lol, the slime got hit by fireballs. Fireballs?
Yeah.
I have no idea if I prefer Ultima 7 gameplay, Nettie, because I ain't played it yet. And when I do, I'll play the horrible SNES version, so I'll never know. Well, that was the worst experience of my life. Oop.
Not Oxid?
I mean, obviously nothing really compares to Oxid. I blocked Oxid out of my memory.
Yeah. So in your memories,
yeah, exactly.
Worse.
My life, the parts of my life that I still remember.
Nothing compares to Oxid.
Ow. You know what? I just refuse to accept that. This time I accept it, only because I'm not willing to fight it too hard. I only have 19 great heals left. I don't like that. Kyle says he's just playing the games in the formats he prefers, which seems so weird to me because I specifically play the games in the formats I disprefer.
Disprefer is a new word for me.
I think disprefer is a word.
I believe you. I believe you. It's just a new one for me.
Well, wherever I need to get to is going to be in the middle of this lava hellscape, so up we go. Which version of the Bard's Tale 2 are you going to play as, Speclad? I don't know. I mean, in terms of torturosity, surely it can't get any worse than the original. Oh, hi. Let's not be visible in front of you. Oh, this is nothing. It's nothing. Cool.
What did you expect?
Worse than nothing.
Fair enough.
I expected to find a ladder that led to a cave that was huge and required an hour to explore and then had absolutely nothing and didn't go anywhere.
Isn't that what you found?
No, because it only took me seconds to discover that there's nothing there.
No. I mean, isn't that doesn't that describe Hithloth so far?
Oh, fair enough, yeah. Ooh, it's on the Commodore 128, says Speclad. Like, there's an actual distinct version for the 128? That seems unlikely for Bard's Tale 2. Remember, the Commodore 128 is 100% backwards compatible, so everything the Commodore 64 can do, it can do.
Speclad didn't say it's not on Commodore 64.
Well, it definitely is on Commodore. There is not a single piece of software ever written for Commodore 128 that did not have a Commodore 64 version. The Commodore 64 is the single most popular machine ever made, and the Commodore 128 sold, I don't know, thousands? The Commodore 128 was basically just like a bridge to the Amiga, and then nobody bought the Amiga. I don't like this. I don't like this. I don't like how familiar this all feels. But I haven't gone up, so how could I possibly have ended up back where I started? They just made it look self-similar because they're assholes. Yeah, this is different. I don't know if I trust fighting these drakes because their big brothers are nearby. Their big half-lamb, half-spider brothers are... Chat is talking about worst versions of things, and I guess Minecraft for 3DS was a thing that existed.
Wow, it was?
Was it actually 3D? Because if so, of course it would have been.
Way back when I had an iPad, there was Minecraft for that. That was pretty bad.
I feel like for the minor and unimportant reason that it made everyone sick, nobody remembers that the 3D on the 3DS was actually really effective and cool.
Yeah. I agree that is a minor consideration.
People complain about like motion sickness from virtual reality, which is not at all what 3DS did, but like I never get anything like that. And I never found the I get eye strain from regular screens, and I've had just as bad eye strain problems with a 3DS, but I never,
that was just a screen thing.
Yeah, it was just that it was a screen, so I never found it so bad. Now, what I did find bad is that I moved to Canada and they stole all my fucking games because Nintendo is garbage. So you cannot move an account from one country to another, and you can just continue to be logged into that account, of course, but like if I had wanted to buy anything new or needed anything new or, needed to register anything, then I would have to disconnect the American account, which means deleting all of the games. Yeah. The very idea of somebody moving to a different country is completely foreign to Nintendo, I guess.
Yes. I mean, given Japan's very, what's the word I'm looking for?
Xenophobic?
I mean, that's the one way to put it. Like, closed off to foreigners.
They're very Meiji attitude. Wait, no, it was pre-Meiji, right? Wasn't Meiji the one that undid it?
Yeah, Meiji was the one that undid it.
Okay.
Maybe Tokugawa Ieyasu or something? Or was that Meiji? No, I don't remember now.
Duper, you deal with it. I'm gonna flank him. You just keep doing your thing. Don't follow me, I'm flanking. Stop following me, I'm flanking. I mean, I guess you can flank with me if you want to. Sherry shoots an arrow, says Lord Afghan Chat. Yeah, that's what Sherry does. Sherry is mighty. 46 gold and 33 gold. And 25 gold. Well, I found a drake nest, which means I found nothing! Absolutely nothing!
Correct. You don't find things in this game.
In Ultima VI, things find you!
We went with two different memes.
I don't think that Yakov Smirnov could be considered a meme.
I do.
The fact that it predates that use of the term meme by 30 years? 40 years?
I still think it can be. Retroactively deemed a meme.
I mean, there's proof if proof were needed that memes are not a modern concept.
Mm-hmm, exactly.
Well, well, well. I'm in hell, hell, hell.
Ring that bell, bell, bell.
I cannot agree with the idea that Tolkien made memes first. I feel... I don't remember who it was, but like the word meme, it was coined in a book about... like how certain so like it was about memetics. A meme is the unit of memetics, and then like took on this whole meaning of its own. And I feel bad for the author of that book because his meaning of it lasted about 4 minutes.
Mm-hmm.
Ow! 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 Well, the meaning of meme is entirely based on an idea of the properties of a concept or thing, says Kyle in chat. You have a plan for how to replace Obamacare while you're at it?
Yeah, Speclad says he thinks it was Richard Dawkins. Yeah, that
feels right.
I thought the idea of calling it a meme was in analogy to Gene.
Yes, that feels right.
It was the sort of the information that's transferred between not societies, but like, cultures or whatever, rather than
funny cat pictures with stuff written on them.
yes.
Or funny pictures of dogs that anyone older than probably 60 now does not realize are dogs and not foxes.
I don't know which meme that is that you're talking about.
Doge, like every image
they think
of Doge.
That's a fox?
If you show that to somebody old enough, they will not recognize that breed of dog and will think that it's a fox.
Yikes. I mean, it's one thing not to recognize that breed of dog, but
it is clearly a dog.
Yeah.
I mean, it is like reddish.
It has color.
It has perky ears and it's reddish and it's a canine. So it's not. It's 85% insane, not 100% insane. If the only way you had ever learned what a fox was reading the dictionary definition of fox, then you saw that picture. But you had seen, the only dogs you've seen are Chihuahuas and Golden Retrievers. Then you see that picture. You may think it's a fox. Hi. What's up? Well,
I see a wall.
Let's start by killing you. Okay, that was fun. Now we'll talk to you.
Uh-huh.
This is a villager.
Yeah.
His name is D'Artagnan, and he's a villager. You see a long-haired gentleman with a scholarly demeanor. Praise the virtues! Humans have arrived here at last! But what's this? Not just any humans, the Avatar, and also one mouse! 'Tis most fortuitous that thou hast returned, noble Goy Forkvala. Cataclysms have occurred since thou last visited Britannia. And the way that you thought you would communicate this to me is being in hell and just well, I mean, it was a good bet. It was a good bet that if you hung out in hell, I would find my never mind. I was gonna argue your strategy, but it worked. So tell me about Katak. The gargoyle world, once as large as Britannia itself, is slowly being destroyed. The forces thou set in motion have caused great sections of their land to fall off into the void. You are a genocidal maniac. Only a single gargoyle city remains. The gargoyle city of investigation, their place of learning and governance, is all that is left. Government. Don't know why I went with governance there. Thou must do something to save the gargoyle race. I know not what, however. See now, if Contraptia had chosen the word government and I wrote governance, then I would score like 13.
Yes, exactly.
Thou must talk to the gargoyles. With the help of a gargoyle child, Belam, I have learned how to speak their language. Wouldst thou like to learn? No.
This is how you learn. You just talk with a guy. But thou must.
But the fact that this guy usually says thou, and in this one line he says you, is very funny to me.
Yep.
But you must.
You as the formal.
Yeah. He's treating me more formally
exactly.
Now. Thou hast no chance of saving the gargoyles if thou knowest not their language. Okay, fine. Here, he hands you a scroll, you devour it, and now you speak the language. Use this scroll. It contains a basic vocabulary of the gargoyle language, and that's probably good enough.
Yep.
How do I conjugate gargoyle verbs? They are not evil, as most humans believe. Most humans do believe that gargoyle verb conjugation is evil. I have spent much time talking to them, and I have found them to be almost human. I have learned about their society, their beliefs, and their language. He and I meet every day at noon, where Hithloth emerges in the Gargle lands. Go and speak with him. Learn about the gargoyles. Okay, wait. I need to write down noon or I'll forget this. Why are these pages stuck together? Bethlehem at noon at gargoyle exit from Hitloth. But you must or you won't beat the game. Good one, Dev, says Lord Aft. I would honestly appreciate it more if it would have just said, but you must or you can't beat the game.
Yeah.
You know, I'm 99% sure you could have just come here and learned Gargish from this guy to begin with, says Nettie in chat. Yeah, why did I get the Gargle Rosetta Stone? It appears to have achieved nothing. You must save them. No. Oh, the things I could say of no. But we have not the time to speak of the concept of no. When both worlds have been saved, then we can discuss no. There are two kinds of gargoyles, winged and wingless ones. I already know that. At first it seemed as if the wingless ones were Slavs. But now I know... Yes, I know. I know. But now I know that the wingless ones are beloved and valued family members in the exact same way as a, southern plantation holder would describe his house slaves as beloved and valued family members. They must be told what to do because they are not truly intelligent. Okay. Okay, thanks, Cletus. Understood. The gargoyles live honorably by their own set of beliefs. The gargoyles' beliefs are much like our own. They also believe in slavery. Where we have the three...
Control... Isn't control one of their...
Yeah. So I know of control, diligence... passion.
Well, I think those are the analogies of the three. Yeah. Not the virtues, but the whatever you call the three.
Specklad, I have not asked his name or job yet, but I am, those are still in mind. He just led me down this conversation. Where we have the three principles of truth, love, and courage, they have the principles of control, passion, and diligence. Diligence. Directly, these lead to the virtues of direction. Oh, no. Okay, wait.
All right.
Control. Direction.
Yeah.
Passion. Feeling.
Diligence, persistence.
Dildogence.
Dildogen.
To persistence. Doesn't it just... Calling it this guy will have the most generic name ever, says Kyle in chat. There are those who call me Phil. Combined, they lead to balance, achievement, and precision in no particular combination I choose to talk about. Balance, achievement.
So those are the dual ones.
Yeah. Let's see if I can just guess. Balance
presumably there will be in all three.
Balance is control and diligence. Achievement is passion and diligence. Precision, then, would be control and passion.
Yeah, I think that makes sense.
The control and passion being precision is the one that I'm not super certain about.
I actually like that quite a bit. I think that makes a lot of sense to me.
Control and diligence. Yeah, because achievement would have to have diligence in it.
Yeah.
No, passion and diligence is achievement.
Yes, true.
Control and passion would be precision, and control and diligence would be balance, which I think is what I said anyway.
Yes.
Taken all together, they point to order.
There we go. There's the triple.
And the sum of all the principles is order. You just said it's order. You just
No, the sum of the principles.
The
sum of the, not the sum of the virtues. Remember, I think there is a sum of the principles.
Yeah, it's infinity.
Oh, yeah. So, yeah, singularity. Come on.
So basically, if I am to conclude here, Britannia are socialists and the gargoyles are like Ayn Rand individualist shits, and
not
everyone
quite,
is terrible.
Because the combination of the all 8 virtues, or all 3, all 8 virtues is, or all 3. Sorry, not all 8 virtues. All 3, whatever you call them, in Britlandia is spirituality, right? The virtue that is associated with the combination. So more like it's like Britland is the religious fanatics.
And they're the Ayn Rand objectivism fanatics.
Yes, they're still
so long as we can establish that both sides are trash.
Yes, exactly.
Gargoyle society stresses unity and singularity in all things. Oh, so they're the Borg. Never mind.
Yeah, I was gonna say order. It's more like actually like
unity and
if
singularity.
You really wanted to get racist, you could say it's Japan.
So the thing is, like, unity, so singularity, there are two interpretations of what they mean by singularity. Like, all of society being moved by a singular, like a zeitgeist versus individualism. And it appears that they went the opposite direction.
I don't think, given everything else we know, it's definitely not individualism.
They have to. Their world has always been harsh, even before the cataclysms. I did ask you about the cataclysms. Name. Why, I'm leaving. Bye.
It's fine. It's Captain John. You didn't think you were going to meet him.
I'm Captain John, milady. Have you heard my hornpipe? For several years, I have been here in the catacombs studying the gargoyles. Tell me about studs. Yes, I have learned much about studs. I have.
You don't pronounce catacombs the Britlander way.
Is there a Britlander way to pronounce catacombs? Yep.
Catacombs.
No.
Yep.
No.
It's an analogy with tomb.
No. You mean tomb? I had a silver tablet that contained much of what I had learned. I gave it to some gypsies that to take to Maria at the Lyceum. Did it arrive safely? What is the truthful answer to this question? Because it didn't get there safely, but then it did. But it was broken in half. That's not safely, right? It was broken in half.
Yeah.
I'm going to say no. I think that's the honestest answer to this question. No, but I paid money, good money, for them to carry it to her. They're supposed to do anything for money. No matter, now that thou art here, all is well. You can study the gargoyles yourself and carry the knowledge back to the surface.
Why can't you?
Can't you? Oh, the things I can say of that, you do it. Oh, the things I can say of that. For several years, I have been here in the... okay. Yeah, that was his response to your job. I already asked about Bel M, yeah. Bye. I meant to say thanks. Okay, nope, fine, whatever, bye. Wait! Thou must meet Belem and travel with him among the Gargoyle people. That is the only way you can save them, and save them you must. And without Belem with you, the Gargoyles will attack. Yeah, I already got that, thank you. Farewell again, noble avatar. As the Gargoyles say... Do they say it in English? Is that how they say it? May thy persistence and precision lead to success. Live
Remember,
long
you
and
have
prosper.
a universal translator.
Yeah. That's ale, huh? Blue ale. Oh, wait, Romulan ale is blue? More Star Trek! That's what we needed. I'm gonna steal from you now. Hope you don't mind. Horse chops.
So does that suggest the gargoyles are Romulans?
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, horse chops is horse meat. And it's not stealing. I'm taking your horse meat. Hope you don't mind. I don't need your skillet, though. Can I close this again? Yes, I can. Okay. Yummy, says Kyle in chat. You know, we can be Mongols. We can be Mongols for a day. Ain't nothing wrong with that.
Teach a man to, or feed a man a horse and he'll be a Mongol for a day.
Teach a man to horse. I mean, if the verb horse means ride a horse, then that almost kind of works. Kind of.
Or even if the verb horse means like to excel at all things horses.
Yeah. Horse husbandry. Which means being the husband of a horse, of course.
Yes. I kind of hate you right now.
And on that note, time
midstream
for
break time.
midstream break. I'm assuming that we found Captain Khan not too far from the Echit, which is probably here. Are we in the underworld now? We're in the underworld. We did it. Hi. Good timing, me. You see a small, light-skinned gargoyle. Light-skinned. The gargoyle greets you enthusiastically, but you can't understand him even though you have the translation thingy. Seeing your confusion, he switches to the human language. It's obviously a strain for him. He has like a lizard around his neck. Hello, I little human speak. Captain, John teach I human speak, the gargoyle says haltingly. Captain John friend, he come here, I wait here. I have the thing, don't I? Do I use it? You study? Oh, I had to study the scroll. I'm so sorry. I didn't study the scroll first. To greet you, human, to recognize you as the false prophet. Yep, that's me. I'm gonna destroy the world. To be feared by everybody. Everybody except me and Volkadesh, my father. Is he the one I killed? Is he the one I killed? To very much respect Volkadesh, my father. To want to be a scholar someday just like him. I studied the language. Why don't you speak... Why aren't we speaking Gargoyles?
You are. It's a universal translator, remember.
But why is he speaking so poorly then?
Oh, fair enough, fair enough.
To wish to meet Volkadesh. To go with you and guide you there. To not be able to join you right now. Okay, who's getting abandoned in hell? Let's see. Who gets to be abandoned in hell? It's gonna be
one of the duplicates for sure.
Yeah, one of the duplicates. So one of the duplicates, but not YOLO. So Gweno, Julia, or Hana.
Oh yeah, Julia and Hana, or I think Hana. One of them is super useless. I feel like.
I think Julia is quite useless. Well, Julia's maxed out on strength, but you know. Oh, Hana is very useless. Hana is profoundly useless.
Yeah, Hana is useless. Just remember, yeah, she's carrying a lot of stuff, so.
Well, she's carrying some stuff.
Yeah.
Unfortunately, okay, Gweno's got plenty of room. Are you slot 4, Gweno? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Slot 5. I need 2 boomerangs and 2 slings. Very important.
Totally. Don't forget to transfer the swamp boots.
And all this crap, too. Oh, no! Well, okay. Probably also...
Can you abandon Hana here?
Oops, not Sherry. I think you can abandon anyone anywhere.
That's amazing. I love the idea of abandoning Hana in this, desolate...
Now that we're in hell, off you go! Y'all have fun now, you hear? And also, she is currently on the wrong side of the poison!
Yeah. And now she doesn't have swamp boots.
You see, Druidess Hana. I fear I know little that would help in this situation, milady. Isn't that correct?
That's why we're getting rid of you.
Whatever thou thinkest best, milady, but could you maybe not abandon me actually in hell? Thou mayest keep my supplies. Just threw him on the ground. Cool. So you're just gonna stand there? You're gonna wait in hell for us? Okay. The little gargoyle eagerly joins your group. May... What voice was I giving you? May our persistence and precision lead to success. Belem! We have Belend on our team. Quite good, really. 23, 24,
especially
26.
For
holy shit.
Level
2.
1. Or 2, yeah. That means you could max everything out, I
could easily max everything out, I think, yeah. Not that I'm going to, but... Why did you give Hana the Iron Helm aspect clad? Because it's heavy. Because it's heavy and not valuable. Yes. To which directions? To the House of Akadesh? Yes. To go from the entrance of Hippoth westward, following the mountains. Then to turn north. Okay. Westward, following mountains, then north at the Hall of Knowledge, at Hall of Knowledge. To walk east along the mountains until you come to a narrow pass. East along mountains to narrow pass. To find the house of Alkadash, go through the pass. To see it at... Oh, couldn't you just tell me this, you absolute piece of shit?
Well, yeah, but
yeah, I know.
You wouldn't have been... Yeah, the navigation is still important.
South, 65 degrees east. By the sextant. Oh, so I can use the sextant in the underworld in this one, maybe.
Well, I mean, maybe this is a coin world, as we discussed last time.
Yes. But to take care to avoid that lava pits and the Hall of Knowledge. What, we should avoid the Hall of Knowledge? Okay. To understand these directions? Yes. Good! To avoid the hall, to talk to Volkadesh first. To be in danger from lava, to stay far away. To find that... okay, fine. You are useless. To truly wish I could help you with being useless. Well, you know, may our persistence and precision lead to success. Okay, and I'm also going to go ahead and whip out the old sextant right here to know that Hithloth is here. Hithloth in the underworld is at 67 south, 69 east. Oh, nice! Oh, I'm clever! Okay, so we go west until we are past the mountains, until we find the Hall of Knowledge.
The Hall of Knowledge.
The hall where there are no ledges. This feels like it could have a hall of no ledges. Or it could just be a lava pit, you know, whichever. This feels like it could be the Hall of Knowledge. And most importantly, do not enter the Hall of Knowledge.
Yes,
not until you've spoken to Volkadesh. Under
it's like
no
from the
circumstances, definitely not ever enter the Hall of Knowledge. That is what you should not ever consider doing. Hi. Go ahead and cast... where's the spell field? And a yoink. And a yoink. Oh, total is too heavy. And a yoink. And a yoink. And a yoink. Go ahead and yoink those. Hi, we're just robbing you blind. It's not... Good point, Speclad. It never said I was stealing. Never said stealing. Oh, we needed the broken lens. Well, we know where to find it. You're good at your job. You're guarding this place really well. Go ahead and snag their entire library.
Do they have any virtues that would be against stealing?
Control. You don't have very good control of your property if somebody steals
Fair
it.
enough.
Although, in fairness, that's, you know, it's the owner failing the virtue.
Yes.
Get out of my way, guard.
That's exactly.
Okay, anyway, well, let's not do any of those things. There was clearly good reason not to go in there. Oh, I miss these cutting-edge graphics, says Epic in chat. So then we go north at the hall until we get east to a mountain pass. Until there is a mountain pass to the east, that is. Hi, we're not here. Just try not to kill us too much. I'm following a road broadly east. This feels entirely incorrect.
You're supposed to follow mountains east, not a road.
Yeah, exactly. But I went north from the hall, and I certainly didn't find anything that looked like mountains. Let's go back. Let's go back this way. So here's the...
Maybe even use a gemerald.
It says north at the Hall of Knowledge. This is the Hall of Knowledge, probably. I guess I can just, like, stick to the tree line instead of... Like, I got distracted by the road. So let's stick to the tree line and see if we find a mountain range at the edge of the tree line.
You're still going east. I thought you were supposed to go... Oh, okay.
You go north from the hole, then east along the mountains to a narrow pass.
Fair enough. And there's the narrow... No, that's not the narrow pass.
That's not the narrow
maybe
pass,
it is.
but it did remind me that a certain friend of ours is totally naked.
Yep. I mean, maybe clothes are taboo in their culture.
But he is wearing a gargle belt around his neck, so at least there's that. This is entirely not a narrow mountain pass. But it just says east along the mountains until you find a narrow mountain pass. So this feels more right. Or completely wrong.
Sure doesn't look more right to me.
Wait, isn't Belem one of those unintelligent gargles that has to be told what to do, says Becklad? Yeah, he's a house slave. These things happen. Hi. Oh yeah, I do have the coordinates. Thank you for the reminder. Save me, sextant. 40 south, 65 east. Boy howdy, am I nowhere near it.
Maybe north and south are opposite in this or something.
Oh dear. The fact that there is a possibility that is as it is makes me unhappy. I just don't want to fight that.
I suspect that that's not the case, but it wouldn't
19
absolutely
south,
shock
65 east. So south of here, basically. Okay. The directions are correct.
Yeah. Just have to be better at follow. Oh, this was the pass.
But it.
So how do you get?
Doesn't seem
with a hot air balloon, presumably.
Surely, he wouldn't like that. That wouldn't be
not mentioned it
so early in this quest. It would be later.
You think so? I don't. I think that this is where I think that the fact that the hot air balloon was basically told to you as a requirement for getting around the underworld.
But I also don't think that you can hot air balloon. Here it is.
Over mountains?
Yeah, I don't think you can hot air balloon over mountains. Now, Belem, I have a very important mission for you. Kill your own father. Kill him. Kill your father. Do it. Kill your own father. Kill him. Kill your father.
Kill him dead.
When did you get him? Asks Epic in chat. The moment we entered this area.
The underworld.
The underworld, yeah. Well, Belem killed his own father. We were gonna chat with him. We were gonna learn things, but Belem just came right in and killed his own father.
Something came over Belem.
He was overtaken by the urge to be evil, an urge that we know all gargles have.
Yes.
So...
Yes. You've just confirmed why humans should be against gargles.
Exactly. Wow, that's a xylophone sound, huh?
It's certainly a sound.
I prefer the marimba. Oh, I'm a gargoyle.
Wow.
A tall, thin, winged gargle. To offer greetings, false prophet. To have waited long for you to return to this side of the world. To believe that the Book of Prophecies is wrong. To believe that I can... Why do they talk like this? I don't understand. Why don't they know their own language? To believe that I can reason with you, to persuade you to spare my people. Well, it was your own son who killed you, so... To wish to address you honorably, to ask your name, the most honorable name, Goy for Kabbalah Elf.
Do you happen to have any Kabbalah elves in this town?
I think they're still speaking English, says Becklad in chat. I mean, I did study the scroll. Noble Goy for Kabbalah Elf, to see that you are being of honor and respect. To not betray that honor, to return the codex. To save my people from the prophecy.
At least gargle language only uses one hyphen.
To believe that it is not too late. To beg you to return the codex. Do I still have it? I think I gave it to Lord Shitbag. Avert the prophecy. Avert the prophecy.
Wow.
I had a slight aneurysm there. Everything's fine. Save your wife and save your life and
save your wife.
My people's wives as well. To be written in the book of prophecies that you would destroy our world. To also be written that only the sacrifice of the false prophet would save us. To be the only alternative to returning the codex. Without the codex, you have no choice but to sacrifice your wife. Wait, to know that sacrifice has 3 meanings: of self, of others, and of valuables. Oh, others. I'll sacrifice others. I'll sacrifice others. I choose that one.
Yep.
Perhaps to find a better answer in one of those other meanings. Others. I chose others. Hello?
Yep.
Others. Notice there are no female gargoyles, says Nettie in chat. We don't know that. It could
we
just be that...
We haven't seen one yet.
One that we don't know that we haven't seen one. This could be a woman for... Well, okay. Belem did describe him as his father, so...
Yep.
But it could just be that female gargoyles look pretty much exactly like this, that's all.
Yes.
Perhaps to find a better answer in one of those other meanings. To be unable to help more. To suggest you seek out Naxatilor.
Wow, now that is a drug name if I've ever heard one.
Ask your doctor if Naxatilor is right for you, but no doctor would be able to say it, so...
No.
Naxalitor? No, Naxatilor.
Naxatilor.
For Enlightenment, I don't know. To learn much from Naxatilor, the wisest gargoyle, to find his chambers just to the northeast of the Hall of Knowledge. Okay. Northeast of Hall of Knowledge. To suggest you go there and ask him of sacrifice.
He's going to tell you the mantra of sacrifice and give you the rune of sacrifice.
Yeah.
Actually, a sacrifice wasn't one of the virtues.
Belem. Be is justice.
Oh, it is.
Lum is humility.
Yeah.
It's not lem, but it's kind of close.
Not lem, so that's probably just not the way to think about it.
They might only have one sex, says Speclad in chat.
They might only have sex once.
They might only have sex once. They're spider sheep. I haven't asked you your name. To be called Valkadesh Wislam. Valkadesh the Scholar.
Wislam is the scholar.
Yes. To have been given a partial name. To have yet to achieve full honor. To be greatly honored by even a partial name. To be customary among my people to give names only to those most worthy. To be a scholar, to be seeking a way to avert the prophecy. Okay, time to die now. To be confused by your accent. To ask what time to die now means. Oh, you'll learn exactly what time to die now means. As you turn to leave, the gargoyle stops you. Wait, he calls, to be feared and hated by all gargoyles. Well, they didn't do a very good job of stopping me from robbing the place. To be unsafe for you right now, false prophet. To surrender is only answer. To surrender is to Inquisitor. Then to be no longer a threat and then not to be feared by my people. To surrender to the Inquisitor and then to be free to look for the solution. Surrender to...
Why did you give him ooh voice?
Because of his face. Look at his face. It's his face and the position of his arms that look like he's,
Yeah. I see that.
To go to Drax and Newsom, the Inquisitor, leader of my ways.
Ask your doctor about Drax and Newsom today.
The gargoyles are all just pharmaceuticals. That's what they are. Okay. So the Inquisitor is Draxinusum. But how about instead I murder every last gargoyle? How's that for an idea? To find his chambers just to the northwest of the Hall of Knowledge. Northwest of Hall of Knowledge. Which I've decided to write out in every last letter. To surrender to him that you may travel freely in our land. Tell me about Freel. To know that the moons are not properly aligned yet for the ritual. What?
He's saying that they couldn't sacrifice you yet, even if you go to the Inquisitor, because the moons aren't aligned yet.
To assure you that you will not be sacrificed for many weeks. Go surrender yourself, and you'll live for like weeks. It'll be great.
Well, he's basically saying, so convince them otherwise by that point.
Yeah.
Or you're
to
dead.
assure you that further that surrender is the only way you can travel among my people. I seem to have been doing fine so far. Only FDA-approved gargoyles get a name, says Denny in chat.
Yeah,
Even
exactly.
A partial name.
Yeah.
Oh, the partial name is their like brand name, and then their full name is when they have a generic version.
Exactly.
Then they get the generic name. Okay, bye. May your precision and persistence lead to success. May you never be killed by your own child. Hey, he's attacking me when his son attacked him. That's not fair. Okay, enough. Let's give me one moment here. Just need to do something rather important.
90, 89, 88, 87, 86.
Okay, there we go. We blocked him in. I think you'll agree that was a very important thing to do.
Of course.
Aha.
There's
a void here. The ethereal void.
A void of blackness. It's the singularity, I think.
It's an ethereal void. Game said so. It's an ethereal void.
Mm-hmm, that's what I was just about to say.
It's turning to night. Can I find a gargoyle inn?
I mean, the fact that it does turn to night does suggest that there's a sunrise here.
No visible moons. I was thinking about using putting a moonstone somewhere down here, but I don't know whether that would work given that the moons aren't visible down here.
Yeah, I don't know.
Of course, I also don't know whether it works at all. It was just an idea you came up with. Bellem, you don't get to sleep. It's not the underworld. It's not first person, says Epic in chat. Oh, there are moons. Okay. It's just that they're in a weird position that was hard to see.
Are they moving from left to right instead of right to left?
They are moving from right to left.
Okay.
Oh, wait. Well, I guess I don't technically know. No, I thought I saw them move from right to
left.
Yeah,
because the sun is just coming up now, which means it's right to left.
I would like to test whether I can use the moonstones in the way that I think I might be able to. So
yes,
I am going to this
whichever one is closest to the top of you. So that's a waning. Is that a waning gibbous?
Sure. Oh wait, but we also don't know which. Yeah, we don't know what's associated with what anyway.
I thought the moonstones had each one had its own shape.
Oh, yeah. Oh, okay. Oh, then I literally just had to do the one that looks like what I just saw. Nope, didn't want to drop it. Wanted to use it, apparently. Get out of the bags! Okay. Let's go somewhere else so that this test will be a test.
Which did we...
It was the one on the right.
Two directions. Okay, the right.
That did nothing.
Weren't there two directions that...
Yes.
Seemed like they led back to...
But the moon was on the right, so I assumed that it was going to be that one. But that does not appear to have done anything.
Well, did you try the other direction?
Yeah, I just tried both directions.
Oh, okay.
In theory, you just watched me try both directions, but I'm sure you weren't watching.
I was watching for the first direction. I was not watching for the second.
The Hall of Knowledge. The Hall of Knowledge. Well, given that we weren't punished for robbing the Hall of Knowledge last time, you're damned right we're gonna rob it again. There's one thing we know we needed in here. Spell field, that one. Gay. Now, I read say is gay, off to a great start for say goy for Kabbalah elf 10 times fast. Unlikely, apparently, Epic. The Vortex Lens. What? My lens for me? Oh, sorry, no, it's not for me, it's for Duper. So what is this supposed to be? The Vortex Cube. You don't seem to have a Vortex Cube. The Book of Prosperity. Oh. Long ago, the great seer Nexatalor summoned the Codex into the world. Thus began the great time of prosperity. The Codex was placed within the Temple of Singularity, there to be viewed by those requiring its knowledge. The seers of the land, led by Nexatalor, ask your doctor if Nexatalor is right for you, protected the Codex with a force field. Only those upon sacred quests for wisdom are allowed to reach and read the Codex. Okay, we know where that is. Within the Codex is written the one right and true answer to any problem. 42. One has but to reach the Codex, read it, and interpret its advice properly.
One has but.
With perfect wisdom and infallible knowledge, all that remains is to have the control, passion, and diligence required to follow the proper course.
With perfect wisdom comes perfect responsibility.
These are the underpinnings of our society, and so our race is able to use the Codex wisely and well. This is the reason why the Codex exists, to lead the Gargoyle race to ultimate prosperity. Let me just rudely knock this book off the pedestal. The Book of Ritual.
Desecrate their artifacts.
Yep. Heed well as I, Nexatalor, write of how I brought the Codex to our land and thereby ushered in the time of prosperity. With the help of the lens maker, I stole one of their lenses, I crafted the Vortex Lens, by which I could see the Codex where it originally rested. I created the Vortex Cube to focus the power of the Moonstones and draw the Vortex down to the Vortex Lens plus Vortex Cube. Focus Moonstone power to draw the vortex down. Draw vortex down to world. But now the vortex is 1 centimeter above the ground, so no one can reach it unless they have a balloon. Then I used the lens to form an image of the Codex upon the cube. Okay. Vortex lens to form image of Codex. The vortex touched our plane, the image became solid, and the Codex was brought down to be used properly by our race. Go ahead and desecrate that. The Book of the Underworld. Deep below the land, there is another land, the land you're currently in. Oh, their underworld is our overworld, got it. Yep. In that land live many strange and disgusting humans. The most interesting of these creatures look something like our wingless ones. These demons, however, are pale and soft and fleshy. Some say that these demons from the underworld can speak, and to be sure they make sounds that are similar to our language, but as everyone knows, no creature without wings is truly intelligent. Fables of talking demons must be discredited. The Book of Administration. Now we're getting to the exciting part. For countless ages, we winged ones have led the wingless ones. This is right and proper and how slavery should be done. But we must always remember that they are no less valuable than we. In fact, in some way, they're more valuable because they can be sold for money. A body with no head cannot move, but neither can a body with no legs. All must function in unity if anything is to be achieved. So guide the wingless ones and keep them from paths of error, but guide them with respect. They're about 3/5 as valuable, says Speckler. Yike-a-rooney. The Book of Family. When a child hatches from his egg, he is born without wings. But even from birth...
When a child hatches from his egg...
One can tell whether a child will grow up to be a winged or a wingless one. The wingless ones cannot speak and lack the intelligence of the winged ones. They must be killed. The winged ones are few, but they are entrusted with the intelligence and wisdom of the race. They must guide. Both winged and wingless ones spring from the same eggs, and both belong to the same family. All function as a single whole to better maintain the struggle for survival in our world. Wow, interesting.
I misheard single whole as HOLE.
Great. Interesting form of racism they've got.
It's compassionate racism.
Hey, Bellem, you don't mind us robbing this place blind, do you? It's just a regular hammer. It's just a regular luta. It's just a regular crossbow.
Well, they're regular because they're artifacts from the underworld.
Yeah. It wouldn't be surprising if, like, one of these is important. Like, I was expecting that the dress might be special or something. And a rolling pin. Well, okay, let's go ahead and desecrate these artifacts real quick like. Won't take but a mo to desecrate this place. Okay, well, we stole the important thing, and that's the good part. We stole the thing. The thingy thing. The lens. Okay, so the Inquisitor is northwest of the Hall of Knowledge, and that's where we're supposed to surrender ourselves to. So let's go to Naxatilor, the Seer. Wake up. Well, it's good to know that in the Gargoyle world, too, they sleep all goddamn day.
Everyone sleeps forever.
Fun fact, wingless ones aren't allowed to vote, says Epic in chat. That is a fun fact. Wake up. Thank you. Now I'll talk to you. What? He didn't want to talk to me? What an absolute turd. Well, I don't want to lose track of him, so I'm just going to make sure that I can find him later. This is a good thing I'm doing. I'm making sure I can find him later. This should be the Inquisitor. Lord Draxinusam. Was that his name? Draxinusam, yep. Lazy piece of shit. Not even here. It's like 10 a.m. now. I wonder if Lord Draxinusam is the one I killed.
Didn't you kill a wingless one? I feel like you killed a wingless one.
Sure.
So you just killed a slave.
I just killed a slave. A Slav. Hi.